Hello guys, today I wanted to share with you the photo shoot that I did during the Canon R5 versus the Sony A7R IV comparison review. This is Iron Spider Outdoor Photoshoot. Let's do this. So first I wanted to start by showing a couple of comparison images between the Canon R5 and the Sony A7R IV. Here I'm using the Canon R5 with the 85 1.2 DS. Now this is a very backlit shot, so you had a lot of trouble finding the eye, but eventually I got focus and the photo looks really good.
I can see it struggling to focus.
And as you heard Bella, she was also able to tell that it was struggling to focus because she was hearing the motor noises. But here is the A7R IV looking really good, and definitely was easier to focus with the A7R IV in that particular situation. But anyways, here we are with a Glow Profound parabolic umbrella, and we're starting the photo shoot, just warming up here. The reason you see the shutter speed is rather low is because I'm using an ND filter, which I removed for the other shots. Now originally the idea was to do a whole photo shoot using the Canon R5, but because the Godox transmitter that I bought never arrived, I ended up having to use the A7R IV for all this part of the session. So if you want to see how the images look before editing, just wait a little bit longer. The next images are going to be actually showing non-edited followed by the edited image, so you can get an idea of where I start. And of course this is the type of image that I like. It's kind of like a flatter look and then moving to the edited photo from there. If I was trying to do a faster turnaround, I will definitely tweak the JPEG engine to give me something more usable right away. But anyways, here you can see the first images. I'm trying to push back a little bit so I can get some of that foreground blurring element, which I feel add to the 3D look of the photo and adding that extra layer of depth that I really like for my photos. Now regarding the editing for the particular photos, as you can tell, it's more on the cartoonish bright contrasty colors, because I feel that's what really matches the theme of this photo shoot. So that's what we went for, and Bella loves it too, so I'm very happy with the results. Here once again I'm trying to get maybe more of that foreground elements and just some vertical shots. Once again you can see that now the shutter speed is 1250 of a second, because now I am not using the ND filter anymore. This is just high-speed sync with the Godox 8600 extension head, as you can see on this behind the scenes.
I'm trying to figure out what I can do that's cool. I don't do like I haven't done a lot of shoots with Spider.
You haven't?
No.
So it's just mainly TikTok and what we've done?
Yeah, pretty much.
Now in this photo you can tell that Bella wasn't looking towards the light, so her face was underexposed a bit, but you know, post-processing can fix many things, and as long as you have the lights in a pretty good position and it's a big light, it can cover a lot of area, so that helps. But you know, models are going to move around because it's part of the flow, and you just have to work with that and try to put a light in a position where you think it's going to grab most of the action when it's something like this. And if you just want to set up something more particular with very exact lighting, that's a different story. But in a moment like this where I just want her to be freely move and give me different looks, then I just position the box where I think it will be a nice area to cover most of the moves that she might be able to do. And she's an experienced model, so she knows where the light is, so she's usually going to be working the light in the correct way. But just sort of information, this is how it normally works when you're on the field. And here you can see the foreground element where I got the concrete wall. So at this point I decided to move the light a bit again. I wanted to do a couple of close-up shots, and there's one. And then I decided to switch to the Sigma 35mm 1.2 for the next few shots. So here you can see it's a wider angle, of course, and it's a bit tilted the horizon, so it's still okay. One more with the 35. Shutter speed, I think I left it pretty much the same, only the aperture changed to 1.2 from 1.4 because it's a faster lens. And then I probably moved the softbox a bit farther because I didn't want to be in the frame so much, so I didn't have to crop so many things. But you know, if you want to take a photo and then crop later with two photos, but I was shooting handheld, so I didn't want to deal with that. But I'm very happy with the look of the 35 1.2 here. It looks really good, and in black and white this one looks really nice too. Almost looks like Venom instead of Spider or Iron Spider. So right after this we're gonna be moving to our next part, which will be jumping shots, which I did with the Sigma 105. And right here I'm adjusting again, and I'm trying to remember why, but I can't remember. I think I was trying to get another angle again, and this one is more like a fun, relaxing shot. Then I needed to get a rest. So one more lap, and then time to jump. And here we are getting ready for the jumps. So at first we started jumping without any padding, but it was really rough for the landing. So Bella found some landing padding material, and that worked a lot better. So once again, this is a Sigma 105 1.4 wide open, and I was really impressed that I got plenty of in focus shots that I could use. So here's the first one, and perfect landing. And there's a close-up shot of the superhero getting ready for more jumps. And as you can see here, this is the first behind-the-scenes shot. I added some propulsion for the Iron Spider and also some clouds because the sky was really lame that day. They didn't have anything on the back, so we decided to, enhance the reality a little bit. Now on this one, I removed the front wall because it was.
Perfect shots like that.
Yep, the perfect shot like that. So for the most part, I edited them on the wide angle because I felt that the expansiveness gave more motion and just make the shot came alive versus a vertical crop. But I love that one, so I decided to include it. And one more jump for the day. Perfect landing. And here comes the last jump. On that one you can see some branches that are in front of me. And here we have the superhero celebration hair flip. And that was the last shot of the day. So coming up soon we have Iron Spider, the studio session. And that one I do feature the Canon R5 a lot more because I was able to use constant light for that. And I also use the A7R IV, of course. So if you want to see more of Iron Spider, subscribe and get that notification. Thank you for watching.